Today, I would like to send my condolences to Steelers fans who will not be making the playoffs. They lost to John Gruden. They lost to John Gruden, so he's out of the playoffs. AB don't even want to play for them no more. Bruh, funny part about it, I had no beef whatsoever with Steelers fans at all the entire year. Until we played them, they talked hella shit. We came back, beat them, and then I just started trolling them ever since. And then they lost to the Raiders. So that just made it worse. So this is a candlelight vigil for the Steelers and their future. Alright, stop. Yo, what is good, you guys? I am back from my cruise, and my Chargers are in the playoffs. Now, I know most of you guys are football fans, so if you guys play Madden and you play Ultimate Team, make sure to go to buymocoins.com. Use code VictionaryHD for 10% off, and I love you forever. Now, let's get serious. The real reason you're here, the playoffs. This year, it is so unpredictable. Now, I'm going to do a playoff prediction of the playoff brackets. One of them is going to be quote-unquote biased because I have my team winning. And then the other one's going to be completely non-biased, which I still might have my team winning. But let's begin, shall we? My first bracket, I have the Chargers and Phillip Rivers moseying on over to Baltimore, winning that game by, I would say, a nice 4 points. And I'm probably going to be at that game, so if you see me, say something. Just don't stare at me, because it'll be weird. If you see me say something, please don't make it awkward. It doesn't even matter about the other teams because the Chargers, they then go up to Foxborough, I do believe, because we're at a 5 seed. We don't play the Chiefs just yet. We go up to Foxborough. We're going to have a nice little battle with Tom Brady, but Derwin James is going to end all that. And then we have to play, most likely, the fucking Chiefs again. Now, believe it or not, I have this weird feeling the Chiefs might lose to the Colts the week before. But I'm just going to go off what I kind of just normal people, just the normal thing. The Chiefs are probably going to be they're the number one seed, so they're probably going to be in the AFC Championship. I wouldn't be surprised if Andrew Luck beat the Texans and then beat the Chiefs. So let's just say, for old time's sake, it's another Chargers-Chiefs battle. And because we have the better defense, I feel like our toughest test, if we actually beat the Ravens, is the Ravens. We have the best defense in the playoffs throughout the rest of the, playoffs, for the most part. I'm not talking NFC, so Bears fans, shut the fuck up. Nobody's talking about the NFC. We're only talking AFC. But I do believe it'll be a Chargers-Saints Super Bowl, and the Chargers will get it because Felipe Rivers needs his first ring. Like, it's only right. These are my $1,000 crystal gem predicting earrings. When I put these on, I just got smarter. So in this round, on Saturday, the first game, the Colts versus the Texans. The Colts, I believe, have won 9 of their last 10 games. That's like a green check mark beside them. Andrew Luck is definitely the comeback player of the year. That's another little check mark. Darius Leonard, if it wasn't for Derwin James, would be defensive rookie of the year. One more little check mark over here. And their offensive line is playing probably the best, I would say, as far as pass protection for Luck this year. Because I remember in the Titans game, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Titans went 3 quarters without a hurry or like a sack. So it was something crazy. Now, he did throw a pick 6, which is Andrew Luck's Achilles heel. He's turnover prone sometimes, just like Phillip Rivers is a little turnover prone. But for the most part, they're good quarterbacks. They're great quarterbacks. Now, we talk about the Texans. They went on a, 9-game winning streak? But you go back and look at who they played, wasn't that impressive, I'm not gonna lie. And another fun fact, the Texans win streak came to an end against the Colts when Andrew Luck was fully healthy. I think it's clear who I'm choosing. The Texans do have J.J. Watt, Deshaun Watson. They have the best receiver in football, DeAndre Hopkins. And I think he's going to be a good quarterback in the future. I just don't see them winning this game. Like, nothing about the Texans says they're going to win. Like, honestly, I think the Texans are the worst team in the playoffs. So, I have the Colts beating the Texans. I'm not going to do by score, but I do have the Colts beating the Texans. Saturday night, we have Seattle at Dallas. Another potential defensive rookie of the year if it wasn't for Darius Leonard and Derwin James. Leighton Vander Esch, hopefully he's not Sean Lee 2.0. But for the most part, the Cowboys defense has been very good the past 8 or 9 weeks. Seattle has Russell Wilson. Dallas has Dak Prescott. Dallas has Ezekiel Elliott. And then Seattle has Mike Davis or Chris Carson. Dallas has Amari Cooper. Seattle has Doug Baldwin. And I mean, if you compare it like that, Dallas is better. But I think the way Seattle plays is better. Because I feel like Dak As much as people love him, he had a great game against the Giants and their backups and whoever else. I don't think he's going to be that good in the playoffs. Sorry, Cowboys fans. I have y'all being one and done. Now, when we get into the Sunday games, Chargers versus Baltimore, I'm not going to even get into this game because I'll talk about it for 15 minutes. You guys know I'm a Chargers fan, and I believe we will beat the Baltimore Ravens simply because the first game we played, we only put up, 150 yards, and we still had a fourth quarter drive that could have won the game. And another thing to note, the Chargers are undefeated outside of Los Angeles this year. And what do we have to do in the entire playoffs? Not play in Los Angeles if we continue to win. In the last game to wrap up wildcard weekend, Philadelphia versus Chicago. Now the Bears, I really fucking love the Bears. I just don't trust Mitchell Trubisky. I just don't. Hopefully he proves me wrong, because I would love to see the Bears go further and further because their defense, Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson. The problem with this game is I think Philadelphia will keep it close enough, and they might get like a 1 or 2 or 3 point lead with like 3 minutes left, and then Mitchell Trubisky gonna have to drive him down the field like 60 yards to get a field goal, and I don't think he can do that. But I will say I hope he proves me wrong, because I want to see the Bears win. I like seeing defenses more than offenses. That's just how I am. There's plenty of offense the rest of the playoffs. I want to see a good defense keep going, other than the fucking Ravens. So with that being said, I have all of the road teams winning the wild card weekend. That is a surprise. I don't know if that's ever happened before, but I think it will happen in this very weird NFL season this year. Like the Browns won games, they tied games. We had the Steelers not make the playoffs. We got the Baltimore Ravens running college offense. Patrick Mahomes out here playing like he's fucking Superman. Cam Newton might not even be the best quarterback in Carolina. Le'Veon Bell sitting back sipping tea while his players laugh at him with his cleats in his hand. Antonio Brown about to run the fade with Big Ben. Odell Beckham got hurt again. 16 teams passed on Derwin James. I could go on for days. This season has been super fucking weird. And why not end it with the Chargers Super Bowl? So the 4 teams I have remaining, the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Colts, and the Chargers. Now, because I have the Colts winning, they will play the Chiefs, and the Chargers will play the Patriots. The Patriots in Foxborough, that might be the toughest game that we've ever played within like the last 3 or 4 years. The Chargers played the Patriots last year, and we were like 1 touchdown away from winning. So all bias aside, I do believe the Patriots will beat the Chargers and advance to the AFC Championship once a fucking again. They just get good at the right time. Now, Chiefs, Colts, listen, hear me out, bruh. Patrick Mahomes is going to fuck them up. That's about it. That's about it. All bias aside, Chiefs get a little healthier. They get a bye week. Last year, the Chiefs in the playoffs, they lost to the Titans. How? I don't know. But they didn't have Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs at home with Patrick Mahomes at the quarterback position, they are never out of the game as long as he's there. We will have a Chiefs-Patriots AFC Championship. Unless the Chargers want to come in and say something about that. I'm just saying. Now, once again, NFC, because I had all the road teams winning, it's going to be a little jumble. The Eagles will play the Saints, and then the Seahawks will play the Rams. And there's a little saying, if you play the same team 3 times, it's hard to beat them that 3rd time. And we both know, both LA teams, we never really have home games. So even though they're hosting the home game as the Rams, it's not really a home game. It might even be a Seahawks game. Now, Ty Gurley should be 100% by the time this game happens, or at least close to it. The only bad part about the Rams offense is they lost Cooper Kupp, and they won't get him back until next year. So that's like a little mini L, but ultimately, Aaron Donald being on the other side of the football, that's what's going to save them in this game. Aaron Donald in the 4th quarter, chasing down Russell Wilson. They beat him 2 times, but like I said, that 3rd time beating him, it's going to be fun. But I think the Rams will win. Now, the Saints and the Eagles, I don't think this game is going to be close at all, bro. I think the Saints are damn near world beaters. Not gonna say much about this one. Saints by 20. I know the Eagles have Nick Foles. I know Nick Foles saves them all the time, but I think the luck runs out in New Orleans, in the Dome, and to Drew Brees. So now we have a Patriots-Chiefs matchup, which they played earlier, and then a Saints-Rams matchup, and they played earlier this year. Both teams already played each other. I don't think the Chiefs are going to beat the Patriots simply because their defense is not good, bro. Their defense is ass. And I believe Tom Brady and the Patriots can get into a shootout with the Chiefs and win the game in the end. Because Andy Reid and clock management, they just don't go together, bro. Just like ranch and pizza, it don't go together. And if you do that shit, I hope you choke on the breadstick. So the Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl once a fucking again. unless the Chargers could change it. NFC, Saints, Rams, they already played each other. Marcus Peters ultimately lost in the game. They did come back, but the Saints will be at home in the Dome in New Orleans with Drew Brees, and I don't think they're gonna lose that game. So we have a Drew Brees, Tom Brady Super Bowl this year, unless the Chargers have something to fucking say. The Saints versus the Patriots in Atlanta, and honestly, this game could go either way. But the way the Patriots have been playing, they always do good though. Like they always, do this right here during the entire season. They go up and down, and then once week 17 hit, them motherfuckers go up, bro. They just, But I think the Saints, the momentum, the culture, the team, like they just have everything going for them. They honestly probably would have won last year, but we all know what happened against the Vikings. So yes, I have the Saints as the Super Bowl champions this year, unless the Chargers can do something about that. But that's that. Drew Brees retires with another ring. Let me know what you guys think of my prediction in the comment section, and let me know what you guys think is going to happen in the comment section. Where do you guys think I went wrong? Don't start the little bullshit comments. You only chose them because no. Like when I made the all-rookie video, Darius Leonard, get off your burner accounts, bro. It ain't worth it. Darius Leonard was on like 15 burner accounts commenting his name. But this is your boy Vic. Hopefully you guys are prepared for the new year. I uploaded 31 times in December. That's the most I've ever uploaded in 1 month. So shout out to you guys for making me do it or really pushing me to do it. So hopefully I want to continue that into this year. Starting with this video because my team is in the playoffs. I felt like I kind of had to do it. Some of you guys want to know my perspective, what I think. This is what I think. And with all that being said, it's your boy Vic. Drop a like. I'm going to just go because if my glasses wasn't here, I'd be bleeding right now. Just drop a like for me almost killing myself.